All right, so let's start looking at some of your homework problems tonight. We're talking about rate of change, which basically, remember, is just your slope formula. Okay, so I'm going to start when it says the price of a vehicle that is X years old, represented by the function, and they give you this equation. And then down here, they gave you the interval 1 and 7. So basically, you're going to start either my comma's in the wrong place or I have an extra number there, but we'll go with the numbers you have. And you're going to put the 1 and the 7 in for X. Then you're going to do those calculations. And remember, I said today you can just round to the nearest whole number because we're basically doing an approximate average. So I'm going to do that now. So you'll see I got 232,159 and then 100,670. So now when I do my rate of change, I'm simply going to subtract these. And then I'm going to subtract my x's, which were 1 and 7. So 232,159 minus 100,670. Divided by -6, and that's going to give me a rate of change of -2191, and I'll say 5. Just because that's a 0.8, so I'm going to round that up to a 5. 21915. Okay, that's basically the same way you're going to do problems number 2, 3, and 4. I think the next one I have up here is problem number 3. Okay, so same thing. I'm going to start just by doing 16,850 times 0.89 to the first, and then 16,850 times 0.89 to the 10th. And that gives me 14,997 and 5,254. Okay, so we're going to subtract those. 14,997 minus 5,254 over 1 minus 10. So that gave me 9,743 divided by -9, which gives me approximately a negative 1,083 slope. All right, problem number 5, 7, and 9 are all your R problems. I'm going to knock out problem number 7 for you right here. Okay, so I'm going to use my slope formula. Okay, so I'm going to set it up. 3 over 2 is going to equal, use my Y values, -4 minus -1 over, and my X values, 7 minus R. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and simplify a little bit here. So I have 3 over 2 equals -3 over 7 minus R. And now I'm going to cross multiply. So 3 times 7 minus R is going to equal 2 times -3. From here, you just use your distributive property. And we're just going to solve that two-step equation. So I'm going to move my 21 first. So -3R is going to equal -27, and divide so R equals 9. Okay, same thing, or likewise here on number 9, I'm going to start with -1/3 equals Y minus Y and X minus X. Simplify here. So that gives me negative 1/3 equals r minus 3 over 3. And we're going to cross multiply. So I'm going to say 3 times r minus 3 equals negative 1 times 3. So 3r minus 9 equals negative 3. And again, a simple two-step equation from here. Move your 9. So 3r equals 6 and r equals 2. So I've done 1, 3, 7, 9. Now let's look at your number 11. This is the last thing we did today in class, talking about parallel perpendicular. So if you look, this one's already in slope-intercept form, so its slope is negative 1/3. Using the second part of what we did, or what we did right after lunch when I talked about the opposite of the number in front of x, so that would be a negative, over the number in front of y, so that would be a negative. So that's going to make this one a positive 1/3. So your slopes are negative 1/3 and positive 1/3. They are not parallel because they're not identical. And perpendicular, remember, you have to change the sign, which that happens, but you have to flip the fraction, and that does not. So these are neither. Okay, so now you have problems number 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 to do. So that's 6 out of the 11 that you're responsible for.